set 187, as you all know, at about 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday. Now there were over 30 that were children, and what we've done is we've profiled them according to their states. So we expect the state governors to take responsibility for their citizens that have returned. Now I'm going to stress one thing: those who returned are not criminals. In fact, they are very hardworking Nigerians, very hardworking, and they've lost everything they ever worked for in South Africa. So their only crime is being black and being Nigerian. So let's stress that none of them they are very hardworking Nigerians. I mean, we had fathers separated from their children. We had a mother. There's a widow with 4 children who just had to come back home. And for that widow with 4 children, I can't tell you, but there are already offers for scholarship for her children. So the states, this is how it goes. Abia has 7. Anambra has 13 returnees. Benue has 1. Delta 15. Ebonyi 2 returnees. Edo State 13. Ekiti 6. Enugu 7. Imo 28. Kogi 1 returnee. Kwara 3 returnees. Lagos 7. Ogun 30. Ondo 6. Osun 6. And Oyo 23. This makes the largest number in the first batch of 30 from Ogun State, and the second will be 28 from Imo State, with some states having 1. So now when they returned, everybody got a SIM card and airtime that will last about 2 months, and some money for transportation. And Bank of Industry, as I speak with you now, has their contact, so they'll be calling them to come for the Bank of Industry soft loans, so that those are the immediate plans for them. Then as they settle in, we're going to profile them and do a needs assessment, because somebody might want to trade and you want to say go and do hairdressing, so it's better to do a needs assessment. Now a lot of people have also offered services like counseling, entrepreneurship training. We're compiling everything, and the good thing is we have their contact, so we'll be reaching all the returnees on what I want to do. But the immediate thing is Bank of Industry will be reaching out to them, and we also give them a number to call for the Bank of Industry, which will be 070062 753 86664. All returnees are to call this number. Please, it's only if your name is on the list and you were documented that you should bother to call. So Bank of Industry is waiting to give you the assistance that they promised. And we want to thank all those who made it possible. First, Mr. President, for giving that instruction that Nigerians should be evacuated from South Africa. Our Minister of Foreign Affairs, who has shown leadership in all this. Chairman of Air Peace, for just immediately volunteering to bring the Nigerians home. We've received tremendous support from Airtel, who has given them phones and airtime. MTN has supported with airtime, data, and all that. And then some other organizations are offering one support of the other. And we appeal to other corporate bodies who, if you are interested, please help these returnees. Like I said, the only offense is that they're black and Nigerian. They're all very hardworking, dedicated, and they've lost everything that they ever worked for in South Africa. So another set will be returning tomorrow evening, and we'll also be on ground to receive them warmly on behalf of the President and the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. So I think that will be the basic things if you have any questions. But the key thing is these names will be going to the various states, and we'll be appealing to the various state governors to ensure proper reintegration and welcome for these returnees from South Africa. As the next batch comes in, we'll also profile them and do the same thing. And Bank of Industry is waiting for all of them to come and take up the assistance the bank is offering. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. I've already seen 2 hands up.
Air Peace has offered that as long as Nigerians want to return, they will bring them back. And again, on behalf of the federal government, we thank Air Peace and Chief Allen Oyema for this great gesture. We appeal to other Nigerians to give whatever support they are willing to give these returnees just as others have been doing. Even the media, free coverage. Like I said, there'll be a needs assessment. We're still going to be sitting with them. What were you doing? And we've been getting a lot of offers from various people. So you can't just come in and say, this is what you have to decide, what is useful to you, what do you want to do. So the immediate one by the back of industry is to give them some financial support to start something. And then, they take it from there. You can get a little funds now, then they realize that you need more. So it's going to be between them and the back of industry directly. But we have provided them with all the information. Now, some gave wrong numbers. So we're going to appeal to you. We've given you numbers to call. And we also give them our numbers to reach us. We give them 3 numbers. So if there are issues reaching you, you can always reach us through the numbers we give you. I will also put up public service announcements. And like I said, the states will play a major role in all this. I'm sure as early as maybe today. So an envoy is coming on behalf of the South African president, and I'm sure these issues will be put forward to them. And what we want is, as the president and the minister has directed, protect Nigerians in your country. Don't pay lip services to the issue of xenophobia. At least one thing is they've accepted is a problem and are doing something about it. So I'm sure the envoy, the honorable minister, and will be putting all those issues across to the envoy that South Africa will be sending in.
Yes.
And what about policies Nigeria will be taking? That has to be addressed by the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. As you recall, Mr. President has directed the minister to continue engagements with his counterparts and other agencies in South Africa. So issues as relates to policy decisions, what Nigeria will do, the issue of compensation, what the minister has also demanded for, will be taken up at the ministerial level. So we continue engagements on that level, and I'm sure you'll hear directly from the minister on the next steps to take in that regard. In terms of
not allowed back in 10 years.
Well, again, I can't confirm that, but I'm sure whatever issues, so there's tension right now, things are happening. Whatever issues, I'm sure our mission and the ministry will handle them. So I can't confirm. I've heard, but I can't confirm. But what is being done now by the mission is to ensure that everybody coming is properly documented. Voice of Nigeria.
How many returns are we expecting?
Well, 319 have registered to return, but they are still being documented. Some may be able to make it depending on their documentation and papers and all that. So the plane takes 320. So we expect, like last time we expected 300 and some, but 187 because there were some bottlenecks, right there in South Africa. So as they come, we'll get to know the number, but the plane can take 320. Then for the children, like I said, there are over 30 children on board that plane with some with just their mothers, some with just maybe their father. Now, like I also told you, states will be communicated to. We have all the phone numbers and the details of every returnee. So we're communicating with every state government that that we've listed here. So I'm sure decisions will be taken about that. The other lady with 4 children is from Ondo State, and already the state government is trying to do something for the 4 children. And like I said, scholarship offers are already coming in, and we'll communicate with her as time goes on. So yes, for the 30 children from the various states, like I said, the state government, they're already communicating with us and we're sending the information to them. So as they return, we also expect some states to have their representatives on ground, like I'm sure Lagos, Ondo, Imo are already going to be at the airport to receive some of their citizens. So yes, we expect the state governors to do a whole lot for their citizens that have returned. And like I said, they've lost everything they ever worked for. And they're not criminals, they're very hardworking Nigerians who just happen to be victims of xenophobic attacks in South Africa.
Yes, the last
segment under President Buhari is determined that you will be protected. Be hardworking, be law-abiding, obey the laws of other countries. So Nigerians, whether you're abroad or at home, be rest assured of government's protection for your welfare anywhere in the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. I think she deserves
a very big thank you to our Consul General, in particular in South Africa. He opened up these doors to the returnees, sleeping there, and later he got them hotels to stay. And I'm sure if you hear from the returnees, they got very good treatment from our mission in South Africa, and of course our staff of the Diaspora Commission, who have also been on ground to ensure that the returnees are warmly welcome, and to all Nigerians for the tremendous support. You see, this is the time that we we need to show ourselves love and unity. It doesn't matter what part of Nigeria you come from. We are one united Nigeria, and the love, the unity, the sense of togetherness was very prominent in this case, where we're being externally attacked. So I want to thank all Nigerians for the tremendous support, and those who say they want to support, we're willing to take up your offer as we look at whatever it is you want to do for the returnees. Thank you very much. And of course, what can we do without the media? You've been with us, hours, long